Hey everyone, what's going on? It's me, Cody here, and it's time for me to give you all my complete review of the Call of Duty Black Ops Prestige Edition package. Now, one thing you want to know is that I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay of Call of Duty Black Ops. That's a complete different topic. What I'm going to be going over in this video is everything that comes inside the package, and mostly the RC car, because that's the main ticket item for this. So let's go ahead and start off with our first item. Now let's start with the smaller items. Here we have the Call of Duty Black Ops Limited Edition Collector's Medal, and I gotta say, this is pretty nice. It comes in nice packaging with the Black Ops logo on the back. Once you open it up, you'll find a plastic case that has your medal inside, surrounded by a nice little black foam, and you could actually open the case, take it out, and the medal itself is real nice. Has a skull right there on there, and it's actually pretty heavy, so a nice high quality medal that comes in this package. Up next is the game, and I told you guys we're not actually going to go over the gameplay because that's a whole separate category, but we are going to take a look at the tin that it came in, because this is the Hardened Edition, essentially, and it comes in a nice tin that's wrapped around the game. You have the Call of Duty Black Ops guy in the front, classified, Black Ops on the side, and I gotta say, that logo right there amazes me. Let's go ahead and open it up. You have one more thing to show you. Of course, you get the game in there, and the nice little packaging slips on the side. But there you also have it, a nice animated picture on the inside with the Call of Duty Black Ops guy and a gun. And now on to the big ticket items and the main part of my review, the RC car and the wireless transmitter. Now, I've had all day to go ahead and test these out to form my opinions, and I've also been taking into account all the comments and feedback I've been getting from the community, so let's get right on into this. So let's start with the RC car. Now, I gotta say, I had a ton of fun testing this bad boy out today, making my test videos, and if you missed anything, check back on my channel page and you can catch all the videos there. On the bottom you have an on and off switch. Right behind that you have a battery pack, in which they failed to include the batteries for this. Now, overall, the car does look nice right there. You'll see that on the front you do have your camera. It's kind of hard to see, but it is right there. And on the top, where the engine is, you have a small little hole for the microphone. Now let's get to what everybody wants to know. What did I think about the camera, and what did I think about the microphone? Now, the camera actually surpassed my expectations for what I thought the quality was going to be. It actually came out pretty decent. The only times I really had any problems seeing what was on the screen was when I was making a lot of jagged turns, or when I was in a low lighted situation. Now, the microphone itself is a low quality microphone, I'm telling you that now. But the thing is, I don't think you can gauge the quality of a microphone considering that there's not really many comparisons out there to a microphone on an RC car. So as far as you know, this could be the highest quality microphone out there for an RC car, but nonetheless, it is still low quality. And now for the RC transmitter / remote control. And I gotta say, it worked pretty well for the design that they chose. Now, to speed up and go forward, you press the trigger down. To go backwards, you press it up. You have this knob on the side. This allows you to turn right and left. It took a little getting used to, but you get used to it. Now, you have a turn knob, and what this does, it adjusts the alignment of the tires, and that actually didn't work too well because the tires kept on moving side to side, and a lot of people were having problems with that. Now, the next button is your speed / pairing button, and what this allowed you to do, it allowed you to press it down to turn your car into high or low power, and that let you go faster and slower. Let me give you a demonstration. You go ahead and turn it on the side, and as you see, we have a 2-inch color screen. Now, you notice in the bottom right hand corner you have an H and an L. Each time you hit the speed button, it'll change you from high power to low power, and vice versa. Your next button is your volume button. It increases the volume, and then it resets it and increases for the speaker. You also have a signal that tells you how much connection you have to the RC car. And now you'll notice in the top right hand corner that you have a battery indicator. Now, this one is actually for the RC car, but when you turn it off and you turn it back on, 2 of them are going to appear, so let's give it a second to appear. Now, the top one is the T for the transmitter, and the bottom one is the V for the video surveillance camera, and that tells you how much battery you have left in each. Alright, so that was a quick look at all the contents. Now let's get on to my final thoughts on the Call of Duty Black Ops Prestige Edition. Alright, now before you go ahead and leave this video thinking that everything was fine and dandy within the Call of Duty Black Ops Prestige Edition, there were a few problems. One thing that ticked me off was that they did not include a set of batteries for the RC car and for the transmitter. I had to go out and buy 12 batteries for these two, and you'd think for $164 that you would get some damn batteries. And the second issue with the Prestige Edition was the Call of Duty Black Ops RC car itself. Now, luckily, I didn't suffer as many of these problems as other people did, but the first thing was the tire alignment. When you go ahead and drive the car, while I was driving it, the tires started to disalign, and sort of get messed up, and I had to realign them constantly. In fact, many of my viewers had this exact problem among others. Some of my viewers had problems so severe they couldn't accelerate, they couldn't reverse, some of them the tires didn't spin, and luckily for me I didn't suffer any of these problems, but I do feel for those who did have those problems, because you spend $150, $160 and you expect your car to work. Overall though, I was lucky enough to get a good Call of Duty Black Ops Prestige Edition, one that didn't really have any problems with the RC car or anything else, and I'm happy with my purchase. Now, do I necessarily think it was worth the $164? Probably not, but am I glad I got it? Yes. It was just too good of an opportunity for me to pass up, not only for myself, but also for the growth and diversity of my channel. Alright, so that's it for my Call of Duty Black Ops Prestige Edition review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned anything you didn't know about the Black Ops Prestige Edition. And I will see you all later. This is Castro 5661. Peace.